Hello, hello, hello. Testing. Just starting in a moment. Welcome, welcome, everyone. I want to finish this project and move into a new project soon. It's a Rails plus Twitter project. And if you like that, make sure, if you like what you're seeing, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Give me a like, okay, that helps. And share this so more people can see it, okay? Just about to get started in a moment. Thanks. This a bit of the project so you can see some code. This is an interesting one, right? With all of these methods. So let's see if we can get some more people online. Okay, post on Facebook so we can get some more people in here. So let me show you what I have so far. Oh, we can close that. Yes, we don't need changes. Let's see. Think we might need to do something. Oh yes, we're going to do something about this now. So this is my own site. The thing we're working on is this Twitter project. Uh, this thing. You can see it has a fancy input on this button. So you can enter any username and what you get is information. So this using React. The other part is not using React yet. Oh, and also if you try to enter an empty user, you get this nice error like that. Please enter a valid username, right? You like that? Now if we enter a username, we get the result, which clearly are not using React or anything fancy yet. That's what we're going to do today. At least that's the plan. Before that, I want to do some error handling. And the reason is that if you enter like the user 123, well, it happens that this user is not longer a valid user and we get this error. So I want to handle that. It's one of the things we're going to do today. Okay, let's see if we can get some more people online. That would be nice. Change thumbnail. Okay, let me change the thumbnail. I want to use logo. One moment, please. One moment. Making some YouTube things. I don't think if that work. Maybe not. Yes, you can see what's happening now because it's another screen. So don't worry if you don't see anything right now. It's administrative kind of stuff. Uh, hmm. Well, we take a note to work on this later, so you don't have to wait. So let me explain what we're doing. So we can get this a Twitter user with my Twitter client class, which is basically the Twitter gem. And then to check the different responses that we can get, so we can respond to them correctly. If it's the user not found or something like that, we can see this. So these are exceptions. Twitter error not found. So task one you want to handle. And I believe there is another for user suspended, a different error. Unauthorized. I think that's the thing. So if I try to get mine, it's working. We get this object. So now we got two exceptions. So that's the exception class that we want to handle. How do we do that? Well, let's go into my code. And the first part that's going to trigger this is these followers. So we need to do begin in this, then rescue. And that's going to do it. But what I was thinking instead of doing this is to do like if Twitter, whoops, no, Twitter valid user, valid, whoops, valid user, question mark. Then we do all of that. Else we do show some message. So that's what I want to do. I think that's what we want. Maybe this will be something simple like render. I think we can do this. Text or like that. User not found or suspended. And we can do that for now. And to make this work, we need to implement valid user. So let's do that. Oh, we already have valid user, but this will raise an exception. Well, let's try like this. Let's see what happens. Why not? 1, 2, 3. We get doesn't work. Right. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. We need to handle this in here. So we can say like rescue this. And we can also rescue the other error. Which was this one. So let's see what happens. 1, 2, 3. No, it's not working like I expected. So we're calling Twitter valid user because this will not trigger anything yet. And then if it's a valid user, we go in here. Oh, we're still, right. if I call render, should not go into the view. I don't think it's getting here. Valid. So let's do some basic debugging. Valid. There. Let's reload. Um, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we still get that. Let's take a look at output. I don't see the valid invalid. Should be there somewhere. Uh, so it's doing from object. Huh. Oh, so it's inside valid user, but this is, hold on. This is a different error. It's forbidden, no authorized. Why it's different? I have no idea. But well, so let's try again. 1, 2, 3. No method error, so now we are in a different place. Right. Did this print something? Invalid? Right. Invalid, but it didn't trigger my render. So I guess this render didn't do anything. Rendering, yeah, it went to actually render the normal thing. So I guess I'm not doing that correctly. That's the only explanation I can find. Render, or we can render another view if we want, instead of trying that. Render, what do we, maybe we can go back to the page, or we can query with Ajax. We can query if the user is valid and show it here. There are many options. But for now, I want something simple. You show message. You show, hey, it is invalid. So we know Rails render text. So we know it's working. That's usually my process. I keep it simple, then we can do something else. Oh, yes. Um, let's see. Parallel work. Uh, uh, uh. Oh, apparently it has been removed. Plain. Okay. Plain. User valid. That's a one for now. I don't know why they changed it, but apparently they changed it in Rails 5.1. So yeah, that's a thing. Yay, it's working. User invalid. So we can do like that. User invalid, right? And now my Twitter handle, and it works. Nice, nice. Exactly what I want. So now we should be able to commit our changes. And if you are new here, my name is Jesus Castillo, and I do Ruby tutorials, so you can improve to help you improve your Ruby skills. My site is rubyguides.com. So now what I want to do is to commit using Atom's built-in commit feature, Git feature. So for that, we get this panel, which you can open if you go to lower right. It says one file. So that's the amount of files that changed since your last commit. We only changed one file, which is the controller. And then we can click in here, we can see the changes, still really nice. And we can close this. Yeah, so close that. And then commit a message. The commit message will be check if user is valid. Twitter. If we can be specific better. Twitter. I want to spell it right. I think that's correct. Check if Twitter use is valid, then we click the commit button and done. It's committed. So now it says 0 files because there are no more files. Uh, uh, so let me turn my camera back on and let's keep going. So let's quickly review what we have. We have this, which is the React component. This is basically a React component, and but it's using something called the Material UI. So Material UI is like kind of like Bootstrap, but it has other components and it's also React specific. So if you want to use Material UI, you have to use at least this specific implementation of this. I think you can find like CSS files and something like that. But for the specific implementation of React UI, you need to use Material UI, you need to use React. So that's what I have in there. It is the actual React code. Uh, this is the components. So in React, you will you use components. React is all about components. So a component can be a button, it can be an input text, right? This a component, buttons, tabs, tables, sliders, progress indicator, list, icons, grids, buttons, autocomplete, date picker, all of that are components. And components, they look like kind of like HTML, like a regular HTML tag. In fact, it's called JSX. JSX. And you can have regular HTML inside, like this H2. And you can also have the React components, which are this one React component and this another. And then this to make the fancy line. So when we have an empty, we submit. I chose please enter a valid username. Well, that's coming from here. So in the form, we have this onSubmit. So what this when we submit the form, this trigger this function, JavaScript function, and then it prevents the default action, which is to submit the form, and it checks if the user length it's less than 1, and in that case, meaning it's empty, I guess we can also do equals 0. It will be a little more clear. Let's see if that still works. Yes. And in that case, what we do is set the state of the form of the React component to have an input error of this message. And this is the message that we see when we enter a blank. This is the message that we see when we enter a blank user. Right? If not, if the user is not empty, this is what this is saying, then we submit the form. So we find the form with regular JavaScript and submit it. So that's what's going on. Of course, instead of a regular submit, we can use Ajax in here if we wanted. So we can like ask if the user is valid or not first. And if it's valid, then we can proceed to submit it. That could be one way to go about it, one way to do it. Right now, I like to keep things simple. On React components, you can kind of think of them like Ruby classes because they can also have state like this. This is the state. This kind of like instance variables. You can think of the instance variables in Ruby. It's the same idea. In fact, it's a class. This is the ES6 syntax for JavaScript. ES6. So that's what we have for the React part. That's the controller. We just added this valid user validation so we can check if the user is valid actually when we enter one user. And the fancy effect is coming from the material UI from this thing. See? And you can change the colors, you can do whatever you want. So full width. I was thinking maybe make this full width. Let's see what that looks like. So to make it full width, we just need to say full width true. So let's go to our React code, go to our field. Let's see, I just want to see what that looks like. I guess if we do that, we need to do the same on the button. I don't know what that's too big. What do you think? Way too big, isn't it? Can you specify the width? Let's find out. Let's scroll width. You can say full width, but not specifically the width. Hmm. Maybe let's try something. CSS. And if you have Ruby questions, you can ask in the chat. I will be happy to answer them for you. And you can also visit my website, rubyguides.com. How about that? If we take out the text, the problem with that is then we have no context what this is all about. How about get stats for Anne Twitter account? Twitter user, maybe. How about that? Is that better? You can type in the chat. Don't be shy. I just say hi, hello. I'm from wherever. I'm from Spain personally. Hmm. Maybe we want to center that. Style. Margin. Let's see what happens. Oh, we broke it. I don't think you can use style like that. That's one thing. You need to say like class name, header, form. Let's go to the CSS. So let's do header. Let's do margin or text. I think text align center will be enough to get this rolling. Whoa. Okay. How about that? Do you like it? Maybe some extra padding? Where is the or padding? There. Hmm. Maybe that's too much. How about 35? That's not too bad. What do you think? So let's commit then. We just did style change. Okay, so style changes. So we got that done. So let's try that. Okay, now we need to work on this page. By the way, that's my Twitter handle. If you want to follow me, I tweet Ruby tips, news, articles, videos. As you can see, this is my top 10 tweets, and this is the top 10 words that you can find in my tweets, this word frequency analysis. This is a refresh button that you can really see because like that. The background used to be white, so that's why it is like that. So now I think we want to work on this, so we will need to create a new React component. So what I want to do, let's see, JavaScript components. I want to duplicate this, and let's call this results. Results. And at the bottom, we need to make results. In here, we're going to, this will be refresh, uh, there's no validation here are the stats, your results. Okay, no text field. Uh, and here is our things or code will be there. And in here, instead of, well, let's see. Hmm. We need this, and we also need the user. This for the refresh. Name, this name, I think. Group types. So this for, you're saying what kind of data type you expect this to be. So this is going to be a string too. So if something, we broke something, but the editor is telling me that it doesn't like something because this colored it differently. So I'm not sure what's broken. Mm. For now, let's see this tip. Is this, let's, do. Next, we want to try this. Actually load this results component. And we need to go to reviews, Twitter, analyze. So this is what we have right now. Let me remove the form on this. And here I'm going to render the component. Render component results. Oh no, it's React component results. So I believe that should work right away. Right now. Let's see what we get. Da-da-dun. Oh, that's something, right? That's something. So another thing we need to do is open the other view and copy this. So we can get this is just random music. Let's see. So now I think should be able to get that to work. Oh, yes, almost. Only that we don't have the Twitter user. Um, user at user. Well, I guess we will fix that before, because right now what I really care about is this list and these things. So let's go back to this is just, let's go back to this part, which is got goes uh, this what goes inside here. We want to make this more nice and fancy. So let's find some components to do that. So for the top part, maybe we want, let's see what we have. Uh, Card, maybe. Without avatar. I'm not sure if this is what we want. Card is a piece of paper with unique relate data, serves an entry for tell information, photo, text. Okay. How about this one? No, that's not what we want. List, we need list. List of table. Think we can try a list. Try a list. Let's play around with the list. Let's see what. So it's okay. Just looking at examples. Okay. Well, I think we need all of these things. Well, maybe not the divider. Well, list. So we need, let's come. We need, instead of the text field, we need a list from list. Then we also need list and list item. Import list item from serial UI list item. Right. Now we can come here and use our React Magic. Let's see if that works. Will be nice if it worked. Oops. Can resolve in list item. Oh, because both come from the same thing. Well, let's see now. Uh, we got hold on. Nothing. Didn't even render. So what we get is probably some kind of error. Send to maybe not. Let's see. Why is this not showing now? I don't care about this left icon thing. Left icon. Let's remove all of that stuff. I don't care about icons. I just want to see the list. Give me the list. Well, that's something interesting. Oh, tu, tu, tu. Yeah, the auto refresh is not going to work here. Wait, that works. You can barely see it because it's on black, but the things are in there. Hmm. There's the inbox, stars and mail. But I wonder if a list is really what we want, because these are zooms like you're going to click on it. Well, you can click on it if you want to go to the actual tweet and open the tweet maybe. That could be a thing. So first thing I want to do is make this white. So to make this white, let's see, I think this renders a div. Okay. So let's find properties. Let's scroll style, primary text, open, left icon, left avatar. Oh, that's a lot of options. Hover color. No, I just want it to be white. It can be done that hard. Nested list. No. How about the style of the root element? List item. Let's try style. You have to be like kind of like this, right? I think that's the trick. Okay, so let me come in here. Yes, it made it white, so that's good. Can we apply this to the whole list? Let's find out. Nope, we need to do this for each list item. So that's a thing. Okay, and we need to, yes, it's not working. Now I want to create one entry instead of primary text inbox. We want the one of these for each entry, for each tweet. So to do that, we will need, let's see, I think we need another of this class. Tweet extends React component And then instead of constructor, we want render, return, and this dot props text. I think that's what we want. And in here we will have something like this dot props tweets map tweet. I think that's the idea. Now we need tweets prop types object. And then one more step is we go to our view, which is there, and we pass in the tweets as top tweets. Let's see. Mm, so when we get here, this the props. In here we are in JavaScript. This one thing you need to do. Another problem with these frameworks is that you need to context switch all of the time. You need to change from thinking in Ruby to thinking in JavaScript and React. We are like crossing streams kind of thing. So in here we are in JavaScript land, and when we get the tweets, they are in, let's see, if they are in a format that JavaScript can use. I believe this has to be or a string or no, a hash or something that you can call to JSON like that. Let's find out if that's the case. See what happens. Mm -mm. No, it's not rendering. So let's see the console, what we get. Cannot call a class as a function, cannot call a class as a function. Okay, well, no. So what we need is, hold on. On this my site, if you're new here, my site is rubyguides.com, where you will find guides to help you improve your Ruby skills. So that's rubyguides.com. I also have a book. It's called Ruby Deep Dive. So now let's continue and find out the proper way to do the map, React map. So it looks like that. So I think I know what we want. Map, yes. So we can do this. This takes like a lambda, this kind of like a lambda in Ruby. Then we can do that. And I don't even think we need that. So we should be able to close, go in here, enter a user, see what happens. So in here I see no errors, so that's good. Oh, it's rendering, but it's empty. Well, at least we get no errors, so that's a good thing. So my guess, oh, this the text, not tweet. So we should be able to do, let's see, tweet.text thing. Let me look at that example again. So number string and number. Okay, well, number. It looks like we don't even need the brackets. Let's see what we get. Nothing, empty. Still empty. In here I see some error. Oh no, this is because the reloader auto reload. So that's a different problem. So what I have in here is this. I guess our tweets are empty. So I kind of want to debug in here, see what's happening. So console.log tweet, console.log tweet.text. We're sending it the tweets, top tweets. So this should be working. Nope. Did it print anything? Let's find out. I don't see. Oh, it should be, of course, in here. Oh, I see some stuff in there. Object, create at. Oh, that's the text right there. Good news. Oops, I didn't mean to click. So we're sending correctly the data, as you can see. So our debugger is telling us that this part is working. So now, why isn't it creating the list item? That's the question. So let's go back over here. Let's see what's going on. Because clearly the data is there and the text is there. I think we need to remove the whole brackets thing. So these results think the list and the list is empty. So let's try that. We close. Let's see. Hey, it's working. There it is, our top tweets. So now I also want the count. How do we get the count in there? Let's see. Left icon, right avatar, right icon, button, secondary text. I want secondary text. I think that's what I want. Secondary text. Uh, tweet favorite count. Let's see how that works. Let's see. Okay, we have 3 people watching. That's okay. Uh, Hello all. If you don't know me, my name is Jesus Castillo. I write and make Ruby tutorials for people like you. So if you want to help me, subscribe to the channel and yeah, help me grow the channel so I can keep making videos like this. Like it, all of that. Visit my site rubyguides.com. Sorry. So we got that. Oh, that's not too bad. So I want this to be switch the order. Switch the order, style. But then and we need to stop. Hold on. This. Okay. And we need another thing in a moment. Uh, uh, it is lots today, this year, possibly. Hello? Okay, it's not. Um, let's go localhost. Tu- 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 tu, tu- 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 tu, tu- 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 tu, tu- 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 tu. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, so that's what we have now. But I want everything to be white, not just a number. So how do we fix that? Well, let's see. Nested right secondary text lines. Okay. Toggle open click left icon. Huh. What are we using for this? Because I want, you see, we have the numbers of favorites and we have the actual text of the tweet. I want everything to be white, not just this. So let's figure that out. And I also want, maybe we want that table instead. Let's see, inspect element. Okay, so this. Um, hmm. So there's a div inside the div. Interesting. Let's look at the table. So in the table we can have the ID like that. And let's do a table just to see the difference. So for a table we need all of these imports apparently. Table, table header, table body. It's a bit more complicated than the list, but we can see what that looks like. And we also want to do something else. I think I want to remove all of that for now. So we don't have to scroll. And for this, let's do favorite count text tweet. Then let's do this table row. So this is going to happen. This fix, and this is what changes. So one table row. So basically this is what we're doing. Table row column. So for each of those we're creating one. This is going to be the favorite count. This is going to be the text. Probably need to use that. So I'm just trying to make this pretty looking. And then, oh, I don't think that improved much. Or at least something. Table header, table row, table body, table. Where is the end of table body? We don't have that. Table body. Okay. And I guess we can do that. Let's try that. Let's see what happens. I don't think our refresh button is working yet. It will be helpful. Or maybe this user name user. Oh, it's user. I need to change that. User. I think we work on the next reload. It's compiling. So do you like this so far? Are you learning? Let me know, because I'm doing this for you. Also for me, because I want to practice but and grow the channel, but I also want you to learn. So let me know if you're learning. So that's what we get. So I don't want the boxes, that's for sure. And I want the space to be closer. So let's see what we can do about that. Uh, Children, body style, footer style, header style, wrapper style, selectable. Let's set that to false. And let's see where we at. There. Let's change that. Select table false. Can we do that? Oh, I think it needs to be with the fancy things. Because React. Oh, let's try your refresh button. Is it working? Think it will work. Hey, it's working. Ah, no, that's not what I wanted. So let's make one change and see, I don't want it to be like that. I just don't want the boxes to be there at all. I want the boxes gone. How do we remove the boxes? Select table, row selection, row cover. I guess you can't remove them. That's what it looks like. Strip selected, style strip. No, I don't want hover outlet. Display border, false, class name, children, hover. No, none of that. Children style. Tooltip, children. It seems like there is no other option. Esto is fancy and all, but oh, how do I do that? Show checkboxes. What is that? Check. Uh-huh. Tab table body there. False. Then we got that. Let's see if that does it. Also, I want to do something else. I want to change this to results page. Then go to CSS and then do or copy that but with results page and make this maybe like that or maybe just 50 so it's closer to the top and we want this also to be like 700. And it's done. Well, that's better. I don't like all of that. Still some changes we need to make, like this. And how do we adjust the space between, because this should be very little space use. Huh. Just throw it everywhere. Or maybe we need to move back into the list. Yes, I think that we need to go into the list and do like a grid with two columns, because this seems to be pretty set and wanted you to But this one doesn't have it. So why? Right. See, this one doesn't have the ID. And also it looks different. Oh no. That one doesn't have the box in the top. Um, I want to see the code for this. Let's see. So checkboxes true. Where's that changes? Oh, I get. I guess that's it. Display select all on table header. So table row, table who, there false, and then I guess you also need that false. Okay. It's rendering, compiling things. Oh, there. Now if we can make them a lot closer to one another, then this could get the work job done, I think. Oh, I think I saw something. Hold on. With is that what we want? Let me see. This one doesn't have any style. What about the next one? This one, let's see, no style. What about the last one? Prop toggle header. I don't know what that means. Toggle header. Maybe the size of the header prop container. But how about, let's see, okay, uh, call span 3. Is that what I want? Super header. Let's find out. What is that? It's on table header column. Table header column. Table header column. But that will be there. Right. See if that does something. I want the numbers and the text a lot closer to each other. That's what I'm trying to do. If you know how to do it, feel free to type on the chat. Or if you have Ruby questions or anything, table row column. Let's find table row column. Maybe that's the trick. 3. What does 3 mean? Okay, they make it even further. Correspond 1. Let's change something. How do I make it? Uh, like that, maybe. Nope. Oh, correspond. Let's see. How about row span? Material y and column size. Ask Google. Let's see what it tells. Oh, that did something. I don't think that's what we want. Let's see. Call with, style call with. With. Exactly. That's my question. Hmm. How about that? That would be nice if it worked. Let's see. Let's find out. Wait, work. Whoa, it worked. We can still read the whole text. So that's not ideal. But if we change from favorite count to favorites, and then on our CSS, we increase the width to 800. Since this will do the trick. Almost. Mm, we need like 1000. Maybe 1200. Oops. That's more like it. How many characters? That I think that's. It is going to be a problem with the new size limit, right? If you do 200 and something, and I want the text to wrap around. That seems to do the trick. So we need this row. So it's this style. Okay. I just want to check that if we got that things can wrap around if we get longer tweets. It's not wrapping around. Huh? What's the last page? Shouldn't this be it? No. Hmm. Word wrap. Record. Maybe it's not on table row, but table row column. Let's find out. Guess not. So if we had to do this in traditional CSS style, we'll get the TD, then do like word wrap, word break, break all, break, word wrap. Does seem like it's actually done the thing. Hmm. Interesting. I guess we need to look into HTML, say word. How about that? Word wrap on the TD. So that's the table data. Word wrap, we have word wrap and break word. Word wrap, break word. It's not the working. Hmm. I guess. Ah, maybe that has something to do with it. I don't think so. Okay. Guess we need to go back to the CSS thing for now. What what is this going to look like when we use phone, tablet, something? Um, that we have in, yes, looking for there. Let's see. Oh, looks like that. Mm-mm, that's not good. Yeah, we need to figure that out somehow. Interesting. Let's see. React. No, material. UI. Um, responsive table. Mm, let's see. Let's see. Man, this is not too bad, but the problem is with these things. Maybe we just need to use a grid instead. Mm, okay. So I guess that's another thing. I want another box with the like the username we enter, the count. So I wonder what that will be like. Hmm. Maybe we can do it plain all HTML. Just do a div, uh, div class header not yet. We want user, and then we want favorite count. This will be white box. Oh, white box. Oh, and background color white and padding of 35, just like the results page. See what that looks like. No, not there, inside the thing. Color back. I guess we need to actually put it inside and send the favorite count in. Right, count, favorite count. Then we move this inside. Uh, and then instead of this, we do yes, this dot props dot user. Instead of this, we want this dot props dot favorite count. Let's see. This will be over here. Oh, we broke something. What is it? Let's see. Oh, this class is to be class now because React is special. Let's see now. Nothing. Uh, hmm. uh, uh. So what's wrong? Let's figure it out. Wow, that's a lot of things. Expected. Oh, of course. Like I said, React is very picky with these things. There is the name. Where is my favorite count? So username um, p and then p right count. Let's see. Okay, favorite count is empty. Because not favorite count, so that makes sense. We need to go to controller. No, followers count. That's it. And we don't get any kind of warning that this is the wrong name. So that's fun. Follower count. And I want it to be a bit nicer than this. Uh, I don't know how right now, but let's go with this. And don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Okay, I still not get the value, so that's a thing. Followers count. Uh, why not? This.props followers count. Followers count. I guess we don't have that available. Hmm. It's followers, not followers. Some kind of warning will be helpful. There it is. Now I would like to make that more nicer with some of the React things, components. But I'm not sure what that would look like. Hmm. Let's let's do table title material UI. Can we have like a title? Something? Title. Um, header. No. What's this actual thing? Want this? This is title, but not this. Text. What? T. Hold on. What? R? This doesn't make any sense. TZ I guess that's not very helpful. How about, let's see, subheader? Uh-huh, then this is what we want. Let's try that. Subheader, then we can do like that. Table, let's see what that looks like. Mystery. Oh, not very nice. Recent chats. That's not exactly what I wanted. But what I can do, that at least gives me an idea. Top 10 tweets. This needs to be. Let's look at CSS. Color white. Ah, that's something. Um, my, oh, for style, we need margin top 20 and text align center. See how that works out? Hey, that's not too bad. Starting to look some starting to look nice, I think. What do you think? Also, if you're new here, my name is Jesus Castillo and I make and write Ruby tutorials for rubyguides.com. rubyguides.com. So let's see what else we can do here. Favorites tweet. I would like this to be slightly different. Like, hmm, where is it? Username. There. What if we do that? What does that look like? Uh, User name. Okay, well, that's not too bad. But, then we need to have everything in this style. We got this road. I'm not too convinced about that, but I think we might want this in font white bold just to stand out a little. Um, like that. Okay, well, what do you think? You can type in chat. Let me know what will you change to make this a bit nicer. Maybe we want these links, clickables. Maybe we can hover over the link and show the actual URL. That could be nice to have. Like hover, you see these short URLs? Maybe we can make it so we hover over the URL and it shows the real URL. That's one thing. For now, I want to commit our changes. So let's do that. Well, that's a lot nicer than it was before without any kind of styling. So let's do, so you can see my commit window. Let's say style results page. That's good. Starts commit thing because I still see, oh no, it didn't update. So when it's this orangey yellowish kind of color, feels more orange than yellow. And what do you think? Is that orange or yellow? More orange, right? That means that there you have files that you haven't committed yet. So that's what that means. That's, I think we don't need the subheader. We're not using it. What else? We don't need the list. We're using the table. Is there any way we can make this nicer? Hmm. Would love to move this outside, like a partial or something. Can you do that in React, or do we need another component? Hmm. I think we might need another component to extract this, because like I don't know. It is almost like a big method in Ruby. And I feel like I want to break this down into smaller parts. So we can have this be like Twitter top tweets. Mm, like this. Top. I think we can do that. Top tweets. Tweet. Tweets. Like this. Then we can set tweets equals this props tweets. I think that's better. I think we can do that. Top tweets.js. This will be like there is this functional components or something. React functional components. Const hello world. Okay, let's try that function and table something. What we're calling this? Top tweets. Then let me look at example props. Return this stuff. I changed my indentation when I move it. Did you notice that? So let's work on this. Props. This will be like that. Right. And then I think we have to export or extend. Export. Cancel. Export default top tweets. Would be nice if that could work. Compiling. Compile it all. And it broke. Let's see. Top tweets is not defined. Top tweets is not defined. Value prop tweets. Well, I guess we need to do this thing. Wait, that do the trick. So let me check out something. Okay, warning. supply the results um, top tweets. Okay. No. Well, I guess it needs to be different. Export. Maybe to export this, we need like top tweets. No, that can be, can it? See, so another format before. Scroll up, like that. Const element, like that. I think that's it. Okay, finish. Still errors. Think I'm going to go to the... No. Polyprop tweets of type array supply to results. Tweets. Supply to results. Supply to results. But with the only thing we change is this. Let's see what that does. Let that do something. I'm pretty sure we didn't change. Hold on. If we do this, what happens? Let's find out. Some mystery. Well, it's loading. The looks like the error was there before, so it is not new. Top tweets. Top tweets. Yes. So the error was already there before. So that's not new. What's not working is this. Export default top tweets. Let's make this the um, regular class, React class. So maybe that we get it working. Then we have to change this to this. Top tweets like that. Think that we do it. Or not. Top tweet is not defined. Well, I see it defined. It's on the file, and I think we name it correctly. Top tweets. Do we need to import? Maybe we need to import. And that's the problem. Import top tweets from top tweets. That's probably the thing. Oh, I guess not. Motherboard syntax error. Okay, well, I think it found it now. But we're getting some errors. Oh, because we need the render. I think we're getting closer. Refresh. Let's see what happens. Same error. Props. Motherboard file syntax error. Unexpected token. Uh, what's the unexpected token exactly? Syntax error. It doesn't want this? I think that's it. Const. I think this need to this. That's why. Is that it? Well, let's find out. The only way to find out is by trying, right? Uh, well, now the next line is an expected token. So I want the other syntax again. The no, no. This whatever. This syntax, and then we are going to do the render like that. Move this. I think we got it. Oh, now it's table. Now it's results. Top tweets. Uh, and let's check our syntax. Uh, props this. Almost. React is not defined. Well, I guess you need to copy these things on top of every file. Nope. Table is not defined. Makes sense. uh. Oh, I was looking at my Twitter, sorry, while this loaded. Think looks like it's working. It's pretty good. I don't like this error, and we will fix it. The child in an array returns a unique key prop. Yes, I know that. We fix that some point. Uh, Check the render method top to edge. Well, thanks for that. In a list, when you say a list, an array or iterator, is this the iterator? Think this is the ones that need an ID, a key. Or let's leave that for later. How about that one? Value prop type, value prop tweets, type array, expected object. Oh, well, we can just change that. Send us the fix to that one. Like what shall be is enough? Yes, we got rid of that error, and now to fix this table row. So that triggering table row there. Key, I think this is how you do it. Tweet ID, maybe. The tweets have an ID, I think they do. Yay, no more errors. Warnings. Oh, so I like that refactor in there. I think I also want to remove to refactor this. Um, Refresh button. I don't think. Well, this needs two things. It needs the user. So will be. Or we can just pass the props. How are we going to do this? Let's see. So we can do props. Yes. It will be helpful to be more specific as well. So user this dot props dot user. and token this.props.token. So let's create the component and refresh button.js, and I think we need that, and we probably need this, and then we need import refresh button from refresh button. Right, and now we can do const refresh button equals props. Then I think we need that and return this, that. Maybe put this in. I don't like this BR. I think if we want to put this inside a div, yes. In fact, we probably have to, because React requires a top level object. So you can put just a BR in the upside at least. So now export default rest button. Refresh button. Oh, no, I want this. So I'm just doing some refactoring so we can extract these components. So we have an expected token. So I guess this has to be like that. No, isn't this like that? Something. Maybe? No. If I want to use this format, we need some kind of proper example. So let me find that out. React component. Yes. Oh, okay. Yes, is it like that? But with the arrow, which because like a lambda thing in Ruby. No, still not working. This dot. Ah, yes, that makes sense. Uh, Hey, that's good again. And we got no warnings. Deep. I want style margin top 20. Yay. So we also extracted this. Top tweets, refresh button. I guess these are going there inside top tweets. Makes sense that it will go in there. But then I need to make this and this. And this will be, we can do another component. Although it's quite a bit of work to do one of those components. But I like having things clean, so new file, let's call this hmm, tweet user info, like that. And this is going to have this in there. It doesn't need that. I'm just going to tweet Twitter user info. And it's user and followers count. So user this dot props dot user and follower count is this dot props dot followers count. Ah, isn't that a lot cleaner? No, don't know, maybe that doesn't really matter that much. I think this is good to go. We need to rename the file. Rename file, rename file. Yes, it will be top tweets. Does maybe like that. I don't think Atom is very happy about this format. How about this? Yeah, it doesn't like that for some reason. I think it wants it to be like that. Yeah, that's not too bad. So that's our refactoring. Top tweets, tweet user info, user this dot props, props user dot follower count. Okay, survey working. Let's find out. Something is not working. What is it? Let's find out. Twitter use info is not defined. Right. Uh, of course, we need to also import from. And it's done. Yep. So I think I'm going to commit and we are done for today because that was a lot of work for today. So let's commit. I'm going to name these changes refactor components, like that, refactor components. So yeah, I think we are done for today. Thanks a lot for watching. If you have any questions, I think you know where to find me, or you can email me or my site, go to my site, rubyguides.com. Okay, so that's rubyguides.com. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for your time. I appreciate it. Bye bye.